Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.gyenyame.com.
All my brothers and sisters, hold hands and bow your heads. Let us pray. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth amongst the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? I say, defend the poor and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and the needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of court. I have said, ye are God, and all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth. Thou shalt inherit all nations. Allahu Akbar.
This is Kadar Franks, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Keep up with the journey. Check out what we have done in the past. Go to journeyarchives.com.
This is Abin Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Be sure to follow Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. Check us out. Join the journey.
This is Abin Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio with Monica. Enjoy.
This is Marina, and this is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
This is Willie. Welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I want to give shout out to Silver Kevin, all my Silver Nation out there. I want to give shout out to my mom. I give shout out to my dad for raising me and my family for being around me. And I want to give shout out to the people of my generation that's trying to do something big.
Cleveland, and you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Tell them, please.
Peace, Hotep. It's Mansour Hotep, a.k.a. Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity doesn't sound good. I think it sounds great. Right now, you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry its name. This is Brother Hatem coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shouts out to the Gye-Nyame tribe, Gye-Nyame family. Stand up, please. sing to the culture that you claim. You deserve to carry his name. This is Brother Hatem coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Don't represent
Shout out to Shasha Mosh. Stand up. You are now listening.
Get out my culture.
To Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Peace. This is Gina. And you are now
you listen to your daddy.
on Gye-Nyame
Gye-Nyame Journey
Radio.
Peace.
Man, y'all heard it. We had enough. Enough foolishness. We moving into 2019. This is the second official show of 2019. We did a 3-hour long, oh my God, Daily Toaster Day. And it was a beautiful conversation. And I hope to keep that energy going throughout the years so that we could build up this movement so that we could actually bring a lot of the work into fruition. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not just about talk. Because those that know, those has been tuning in. Y'all done seen some of the work we doing, from the T-shirts to the books, to the community work. You know what I'm saying? To the warrior trainings on a regular basis. Family, it's about consistency, right? Somebody tell me, was asking me how long they have been on the show, and I was like, yo, I don't even know, because, you know, I've been doing this. I mean, I'm approaching a decade probably at doing this. Now, this whole YouTube thing and Facebook and all that is sort of new. What's up, Joe Berry? Hey man, if you want a gallon of that ambrosia, I got it, man. I got it. So, you know, if you want to hook up, we can go and do that. But family, I've been doing this for a long time, you know, and one of the things that I believe that our people are truly in need of is consistency. You might not like what I talk about. You might not even like how I talk about it. But the one thing you can say about me is that I'm consistent. Right? I've been doing this for years now. Folktales for grown folks been going on for a while. Tribal quotes been going on for a while. Some of y'all remember Freestyle Nia. I don't want to say what it was. You know, I had to stop calling it that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I stopped that show. But y'all remember podcasts coming for a long time, and we have moved into a point where now we are broadcasting on a daily basis. Now, if you look on my timeline on Gye-Nyame Journey, as well as I'm going to post it up on my Facebook page too, where I give instructions on how to use the black signal, because the black signal is how I let people know what's going on, when I'm going to be broadcasting for those that sign up for the broadcast, or when we're doing some activities in the community. This morning, I talked about one of the next initiatives that I'm going to be working on, and I was supposed to send out a text to my circle, to the tribe within the circle, so that we could set up and have a meeting this Kuumba. I want to set up and have a meeting this Kuumba about this market initiative. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to be one of the next major steps in us building for ourselves, building something that is a possibility as an organization we'll be able to pass on to another generation within our collective. You know what I'm saying? So when it's time for Brother Hatem to step down, and it's time for Brother Devin to step down, and Brother Deshaun, and Sister Tracy, and Sister Navita, and all those other family members, because even Deshaun and brother Shamar, man, they young, so shit, they could do it. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time for us to step down, we got something of value that we could move, because it's about transferring value from one generation to another generation. Not just valuable ideas, but valuable working things that the next generation could tweak and make better, or even destroy.
This call is being recorded.
You know what I'm saying? We got to lead that option for them to be able to do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, what's up? Who this? Hello?
You look at my beans for me.
Huh? Hello? Oh, what's up, Lady J? All right. So, even... Uh-oh. She hung up. I guess she couldn't hear me. Check 1, check 2. Well, my voice is on. Can you hear me? All right. So, like I said, we have to be able to from one generation, transfer value. You know what I'm saying? And it's very key and very important. I don't know what's going on with the lines, but right now the lines are open. You can feel free to call in. We're going to have the conversation around this folktale and keep it moving and see where it takes us, right? But what I want to do right now is we are on the last day of Kwanzaa, and just for the last time for this year right now, I'm going to ask a question. Habari Gani family. Anybody know what's the proper response? Habari Gani. What's the news? Right? What's the news? Habari Gani, where we at? Come on now. Somebody out there got to know. You know what I'm saying? And I know, because, I'm telling you, man, I'm so sick of these motherfuckers posting up on my timeline or include me in posts with motherfuckers talking about Milana Karinga. Please stop. Stop. Please. Don't want to hear that shit. I really don't. Really don't. Okay. And because this is the question that I have, family. You ready? You ready? Family, for those of you that say, hey, Kwanzaa was created by an agent and it was promoted and elevated by the United States government to keep us in prison. Some shit like that, because y'all always sound intelligent and shit, or, y'all say a little bit smoother than that and shit. What suggestions do you have to move the people? What operations do you have in place to move the people? Because if you got something more effective, by all means, let's get rid of Kwanzaa, right? But the challenge is, dude, what have you created other than a funk? You know what I'm saying? Other than disdain, other than anger, what have you produced? You know what I'm saying? And family, when we start talking to individuals, when we talking to people and they're talking about their nation builders and their warriors and they're for the people, you know what I'm saying? We have to start, what institutions are you building? You know what I'm saying? Because enough of the rhetoric already. You know what I'm saying? We got all these rhetoricians around here, rhetoricians, or however you say it, that's just sitting up and have all this grand information, and these niggas ain't doing shit. Let me tell you something, man. You know what really frustrated me about the glory days of the 90s, when all of the professors with black studies and information about blackness was going around? You know what really frustrated me and made me kind of rebel against the whole scholarship? And not scholarship, because I saw niggas coming and just talking, and the talk would be beautiful, but they was building nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, in Columbus at one point in time, we had all of the preeminent scholars in one city at one time. And there was no discussion about putting something together where we can train young people. They ain't just talking about 6 and 7 year olds. I'm talking about there's hundreds and possibly thousands of people migrating to Columbus. And there was no talk about how can we push this to the next level rather than us doing this one time. Why can't we do a correspondence course? Why can't we, come on now, what? I got to come all the way to Florida with you. I got to come to Philly with you. I got to New York. And is there some way that from where I am right now that I could be exposed to this information? And no, of course not. No. You know what I'm saying? Pontificating is a beautiful thing, is a powerful thing, is a great thing. But what's at the end of the rhetoric? And that's why, I went to, for lack of a better words, it wasn't necessarily streets, but I kind of just stepped away and start building. Start looking for opportunities, and opportunities start finding me so that I can actually do something. And I will say the same to you, family. You need to get with a tribe of people that's doing something, not just talking, not just deep, but doing something, right? Come on, family, because we got starving people out here. They're looking for something, and we have to build it. We can't wait for anybody else. We got to build it, right? Then and from that platform or from that institution, take what it is we deserve. Take what's ours. You know what I'm saying? Power is seized. Power is never given. I want y'all to understand that power has to be seized. Power has to be taken. Power has to be assumed. And black people, that's exactly how people deal with us. They take it. They assume authority. And it's like it's time for us to start assuming authority. I mean, I know it's kind of rough for some people to hear. I understand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hang up the phone since it was acting up. I'm going to hang up the phone, and I am going to call back in, because I don't know, maybe Lady J couldn't hear me. You know what I'm saying? But anybody else out there that want to call in, by all means, call in. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just listen, you can do that as well. But let me go through and thank some of the people for a marvelous Kwanzaa season.
You are the first participant on this Uber conference. Please hold while we wait for the others to join.
So, we gave out awards to Shirley Freeman. My fault. We want to thank Shirley Freeman for opening on Umoja. Shirley Freeman and the community choir for opening on Umoja and Ujima. We want to thank the sister that stepped up on Ujima and did it. We really want to thank her. She stepped up and she led the whole community in singing the Black National Anthem. We were able to give awards to Catherine Willis, BHB, Brothers Helping Brothers. And by the way, he has the Hip Hop Expo coming up, and I think it's this month. We also was able to give an award to Fran Frazier, and we also gave an award to Stan Embry. These are all people who have been serving in our community and doing work. Whether you agree with the work that they're doing or not, they're doing work. Because oftentimes, until you have detractors, you ain't really doing the work. All right. We had a dance performance by, we want to send shouts out to Imani Extended. Think about that. Imani Extended. So there was grandfather, grandmother, daughter, son, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. So in a dance company, in a dance collective, we have 4 generations perform. And then also with that, the next generation, or the second generation, the community drum and dance collective got up and turned out. We want to send thanks out to Aquaba for coming, which means welcome. We want to send shouts out to Kai Pai and thank him for coming out. And also, we want to send shouts out to Miss Emily Bailey for stepping in when we had an open slot and doing a marvelous job. She's a master storyteller. She got up and she did her thing. And we want to make sure she know that she has the appreciation from the family and from the Gye-Nyame tribe. We appreciate that. And we want to say shouts out to Gye-Nyame Warriors. Y'all did your thing. You know what I'm saying? We want to say shouts out to the children shall lead them. They did their thing. And Urban Strings. Oh my God. Urban Strings, man. Oh my God. Urban Strings. Brothers Helping Brothers. BHB production got out there and they put their foot in it, put their arm in it, put their head in it, pop locked it, spent it on his back and crunked it. Shit. You know what I'm saying? And we want to send shouts out to Simba Circle. The Baba of the Simba Nation was there. Simba Simpson Nation was there and gave a presentation. We want to thank Brother Yarima for coming out and doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Stressing the point of unity. Fantastic. If you missed that, it was fantastic. You catch him on his Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. Yarima Karama, right? It's spelled Yarimah. Karama, Karama. All right, you can look him up. You can follow him on all those pieces. Be having some provocative, thought-provoking posts. We had some people come out for spoken word. Shouts out to Elder Sid. Shouts out to Brother Quasey for stepping up and doing that for me. Got Ray May, Nick Brown, Stephanie Bridges, right? The Watoto Storytellers coming out doing their thing. Big shouts out to the Marion Franklin Steppers. They came in and they did their thing. Comedian Deacon Usually Petty. He came out, did the comedy for us. I want to also send shouts out to the Medicine Woman Show and Cinnamon Sweets. Combined and did a fantastic job. Dr. Spiral came out and did his thing. Powerful, good information, and on top of that, he got up and he did a whole band. He did a whole band thing by himself. He's a jazz trombonist, and he did a great job. Let me see. Harmonious Health and Wellness Services did their thing as well. Shouts out to all of the vendors that came out and supported us, and to each and every individual who came to Kwanzaa. I want to thank you because it would not have been possible without you. I don't know what's going on with my chat at this time, so I'm just going to drop it and try to pull it back up and see because if you are posting, I'm not able to see it right now, and I apologize for that. But I promise I won't hold y'all too long. Right? So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna click on that. Try to get the thing up. Let me make sure it's nothing that I'm missing. But we want to give all of these parties, all of these people a big Gye-Nyame hand. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that participated in this Kwanzaa. We are on the last night. We are on, for those that don't know, we are on the Mani. But of course, in Gye-Nyame, today is Kuji Chagalia. I know that's kind of confusing. I'm glad that people who are involved are confused because, that's a good thing, because it's like, wow, you really are invested in a holiday and we're able to do some serious work because of you. And I want to thank every last one of y'all because and those that come out and support the shows and be checking them when it's live and checking them when it's not. I'm really appreciating your support. But in the coming years, I mean, in this coming year, family, I'm going to be communicating with you a lot more. And I'm really going to need your support, especially when we pop off this market piece. You know what I'm saying? So, vendors, I'm going to be getting in touch with you, letting you know I'm going to provide a nice, cheap space for you to gather at least once a month.
This call is being recorded.
So that you can get your wares off. You know what I'm saying? And help us build this community, because an important part of the community is being able to finance it, right? Having a capital flow. Somebody just joined me. Who is it? Hello? Hello? Lady J, you can't hear me? Hello? I don't know what's going on. Maybe she got her phone on silence. My phone is working. At least I think my phone is working. I got the red bulb. Let me double check. Check 1, check 2. Let me play my test sound. That's working. I'm working. The mic is on. I don't know what's going on. All right, so here we go. So now what we going to do? My phone is not working. My phone working? All right, cool. Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna leave and shut the whole thing down. I'm gonna hang up because it says my phone is working, and I am gonna go right here. I'm gonna reopen it up so the line's good, so that people can call in. Let's see, Uber conference. Where my Uber conference? I'm out there. Blanket all the way out. Just open up another one. It's crazy how you be talking to yourself when you be working the computer. But hey, sometimes I have the best conversations with myself. All right, so I'm about to read this folktale. So we gone, cause I don't wanna hold y'all prisoner if I don't have to. All right, cool. Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2. My microphone is working. Let's check. All right, there we go.
You are the first participant on this Uber conference. Please hold while we wait for the others to join.
All right, cool. There we go. We back up. Phone lines are open. Phone line is 614-556-4535 for anybody that want to call in. Also, family, I want to once again celebrate you, because those of you that sent their money, we was able to get the Daily Toast in there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all those names. Look at all those beautiful names. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Those are our ancestors, right? That we put the money together to salute all of our ancestors. Powerful testament, family, to the work that we're doing, right? So here we go. Let me go on first. Here we go. The story is one that I shared with the young people, the children at the school.
This call is being recorded.
This one is called The Ant and the Dove. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I could hear you before.
Oh, okay. The Ant and the Dove. An ant went to the bank of a river to quench its thirst, and being carried away by the rush of the stream, was on the point of drowning. A dove sitting on a tree overhanging the water plucked a leaf and let it fall into the stream close to her. The ant climbed onto it and floated in safety to the bank. Shortly afterwards, a bird catcher came and stood under the tree and laid his lime twigs for the dove, which sat in the branches. The ant, perceiving his design, stung him in the foot. In pain, the bird catcher threw down the twigs, and the noise made the dove take wing. Yeah, this one is a very, very good one because it deals with side effects, kind of like side effects. You know what I'm saying? And and certain questions could pop up that really, really work your mind. So I'll read it one more time for y'all out there. An ant went to the bank of a river to quench its thirst, and being carried away by the rush of the stream, was on the point of drowning. A dove sitting on a tree overhanging the water plucked a leaf and let it fall into the stream close to her. The ant climbed onto it and floated in safety to the bank. Shortly afterwards, a bird catcher came and stood under the tree and laid his line twigs for the dove, which sat in the branches. The ant, perceiving his design, stung him in the foot. In pain, the bird catcher threw down the twigs, and the noise made the dove take wing. Oh, man. That's going to be a good one. I'm going to work on that one. All right, Lady J, you want to go on that one first, or you want me to go first?
I want you to go first.
All right.
It's your show.
All right. Thank you. What's up, Gina G? What's up? What's up, Shasha Mosh? Why you... It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. All right. So, we have an ant who, through circumstances that possibly could not be avoided, got washed up into the water. And ants are some incredible creatures. I mean, they're very strong for their size, but one of the things that they are not good at is swimming. So as the ant is in the water struggling, a bird just happens to be in a position to help and decides to do so. The bird drops a leaf down, the ant jumps on the leaf and comes safely to a bank. The ant walks off and he noticed that there's a bird catcher right below the bird. And he sees what the bird catcher is about to do, so the ant goes up and bites the bird catcher, causing him to drop whatever he had and make enough noise so that the bird can get the idea that he was in danger and fly away. Now, the first question I asked my children when I was reading this story was, what's up, Gina?
I thought the bird...
You got to come over here and talk louder because they know this story.
I thought the bird helped him with a straw.
Well, I mean, in one story is a straw, another story is a leaf. But, you know what I'm saying? Depending on the storyteller. So, I told you a different story, but same outcome. What's up, Shasha Mosh?
Are the stories getting mixed up?
No, the stories aren't getting mixed up. You're getting mixed up.
No, it sounds the same, but you just changed.
That's called storytelling. Well, anyway, back to the story, family. The first question I asked the children is this. Did the bird have to help the ant?
No.
No. The bird didn't have to help the ant. So oftentimes, one of the lessons that come out is, oftentimes when we do good, it's a possibility that when we do good, when we put good out in the universe, there's a possibility that good could come back to us. But the ant, did the bird know that the ant would be in a situation to help it? And the answer to that is no. Now, the next question is, did the ant have to put itself at risk to help the bird? Once again, the answer is no. You know what I'm saying? Because the bird helped the ant. The ant wasn't liable. The ant did not have to turn around and help the bird. But the ant in his nature said, well, since they helped me, I'm gonna go help them. So that shows that relationships can be had. Because one of the things that I noticed about it is that, birds eat ants. So in this case, the bird didn't take advantage of the ant drowning and go down there and eat. The bird decided to save the ant. Now, because in another situation, these two individuals are enemies, right? So now when we're looking at the story, what the story says, one good turn can possibly bring a benefit to you. But the one piece that I want people to understand is, because in some of the selfishness that we exhibit in this society, and that we have been taught in this society, we honestly strive to help people because we want something from them. The dove wanted absolutely nothing from the ant, and the ant wanted absolutely nothing from the dove. They both did the service in a selfless way. It's like, boom, all right, I got the ability to help this individual. I'm gonna help this individual. As a matter of fact, the bird had less of a reason to help the ant than the ant had to help him. But neither one of them had to do anything. As a matter of fact, if the bird didn't do anything in the first place, we wouldn't even have a story. It'd just be a story about a drowning ant. Right? So family, sometimes now, in our tribe, what we got to start practicing is helping each other and not expecting anything back. We have to be willing to do things for others and not expect anything back. Just doing it out of what we call that selflessness, right? And in some cases, it could be selfish too. You know what I'm saying? But you do it not necessarily expecting anything to come back to you, right? That's trial. You know what I'm saying? Now, the danger in this is that if the ant, because the ant really put himself in danger, the dove in helping the ant didn't put himself in danger at all. The ant put himself in danger because after you get bit, the next step for a natural human reaction is to swat that thing that stings you. You understand what I'm saying? So that ant actually put himself in harm's way. Now, as a people, we often do this, right? People do things for us, and we automatically put our neck out on the line. What they did for us didn't require any risk, didn't require any loss for them. But then, because they helped us, we feel responsible and go out of our way and put ourselves and others at risk to help this individual. Like in that movie, the one everybody been talking about, Bird Box. You know what I'm saying? Only 2 black characters, and one of the black characters felt responsible for everybody else, so he ran into a room and saved all the white folk. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't even require that. You know, he got saved. You know what I'm saying? He got saved along with everybody else and put into this man's house, and he was able to close all the blinds, and he felt responsible enough for everybody to go and put himself in a riskful situation that wasn't even necessary.
You out of control.
Why? Why am I out of control? What's going on? Oh,
You just telling the whole truth.
I'm just like, hey man, I can't, because the whole piece is, because we fall for that. You know what I'm saying?
And so my girlfriend, she had a similar with the second African American character, right?
Oh yeah, I go in on his ass. Well, go ahead.
The interracial whole piece. My girlfriend thought that's what the entire movie was about for some reason.
Well, for some reason that seems to be an agenda because it's almost like hard to find a movie where you don't have it, especially by a major studio. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand. You talk about propaganda all the time, and you know that you change the minds of people through the images that are presented. And if you could blast and control how many times people see these images, you can make certain things acceptable that at one point in time were not acceptable at all. We know this.
Well, I can tell you this. I'm sorry. I can tell you this. Way before having a biracial couple on TV, in my opinion, Will and Grace had already had a show. And so, though I didn't think that that's what that movie was about, and I never even thought that was an agenda. I know that there is an agenda. I just didn't think it had anything to do with interracial dating.
Yeah, not only that, but the interracial dating and sacrifice, being willing to defend that with your life. Now, but also, in that movie, man, another troublesome piece that I don't think nobody really caught on to it was that there was absolutely no black women in that movie. Not a one.
Can I try some of this?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo.
There was no what?
No black women.
I don't know what it tastes.
There was no black women in that movie.
Not nowhere, not even in the crowd.
Listen, I ain't looked through the crowd, but listen. You had an Asian dude. You had several white males. You had several white females. You had 2 black men. You mean there was nowhere in the script for at least a black woman to come in and at least see the thing and go crazy and shit? You know what I'm saying? For real? For real. That's too damn much. Y'all doing too much. Now what you gonna do with all that? Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. That was foolish. You know what I'm saying? So there was no room in that script for a black woman. Come on, man. So, you know, I see it, and like I said, you got to peek. Where you going? Ain't no eating upstairs. Sit your butt down. Excuse me, family. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. We got real things going on. Real opposition with the children. But yeah, you know, so you looking at the bird box and overcompensating is a dangerous thing. And some of us try to overcompensate. And sometimes we overcompensate with our degrees. We overcompensate in our physical abilities. We overcompensate in a lot of unhealthy ways, trying to prove that we was worthy of being saved. And I was worthy of being saved. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of us end up being and reflect. I was worthy. You know what I'm saying? When you was just lucky, you was just chose. Hell, for all we know, that the bird might have just been throwing leaves into the damn water. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the bird had no risk at all in saving that ant. And that ant in another situation would be the meal for that bird. You know, so we have to really understand that when we dealing with some of this stuff, family, we have to understand it's when we exchange, right? That I read in one book, a fair exchange is not robbery. Fair exchange is not robbery. And sometimes we have to weigh the fairness of what we are exchanging. Because we didn't hear that the ant died, but we know that every last one of us, when we get bit by a mosquito, we trying to kill that motherfucker. This man got bit on his foot and did not try to put the stump down on his ant? Are you serious? Come on now. Come on. You know what I'm saying, family? Sometimes we putting ourselves at risk for people who have not put themselves at risk for us. In the African openings to the Tree of Life, let me find it. In the African openings to the Tree of Life, let me find my book. There's a whole chapter dedicated to sacrifice. And let me find a quote for y'all real quick. I want to share this quote with you, if y'all give me a second to find it. It's called it's chapter 4, the exercise of sacrifice. Hold on. If what is to be offered is not one's own, then how can it be a sacrifice? Said the knowledge holders. What is precious is given up for something more precious, say the knowledge holders. What does not strengthen should be released, for it is a false treasure, say the knowledge holders. Hold on. I think I read the one that I wanted. The good of the object signifies the good of the motive of the sacrifice. But if what is to be offered is not one's own, the bird didn't give up nothing of his own. The bird dropped a leaf that belonged to the tree. It didn't belong to the bird. Now, the action to release it was the bird's, but it was not the sacrifice that the bird made. It was not even a sacrifice because the bird lost nothing. But the ant, in a sense, put its life at risk to save the bird. And in that is an imbalance. It's an imbalance. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes we overcompensate. That's all I'm trying to say. Sometimes with our allies, with our friends, with our family, we overcompensate because we feel that we owe when actually people have been giving us things that were not actually a sacrifice. But then we turn around and we feel guilty and believe that we owe something that may even risk our lives. I owe you some assistance that might end up giving me some jail time. I owe. And the question is what that person gave you when they first gave it to you, was it really a sacrifice? Was it really a sacrifice? Right? Because people often talk about my eye. There's those scales for you. The scales are something that you need to keep in your mind so that you could be weighing shit. Like, no, dog, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think what you did for me was that valuable. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but you putting a price on, you're putting on price on our relationship? Yeah. Shasha, come down here. Yes, I'm putting it, yeah. We have to. We got to put a price on our alliances. We got to put a price on, and go in there and flush that toilet for me.
Yes, sir.
Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. We got to take care of the toilet and got washers and all that shit going on at the same time. But family, you know, you got anything you wanted to ask, Lady J? Hello? Uh-oh.
No, I think you said it perfectly.
All right.
Hello?
Yeah. All right. Well, since we had such a long show this morning, I'm going to shut it down. But family, like I said, the conversation don't have to stop here. For those who want to get alerts for this particular show, the title of the show is Folktales for Grown Folks. That's FFGF. You can text FFGF to 77292 so that you can get because we do these shows every Kuji Chagalia about 9 p.m. I ain't going to say every, but you know. We do it on let me say it like that. We do it on Kuji Chagalia at 9 p.m. Feel free to join us. I want to thank all those people for that may be checking the show out later. And I want to thank Lady J for popping up. All right. And this is Brother Tim. And I'm going to say peace. Be still. Peace out, family. Y'all have a great evening. And once again, Habari Ghani. Hope you're ready for this new marvelous year because we have moved into the year of the 3. The year of the 3. Communication is key, right? Networking is the place to be, right? So family, all right, I'm out.